You know, the more I look at these 20-spoke, 23-inch rims, the more presence I feel like this car has. But that's really the point when we talk about Alpina. Alpina is BMW's tuning brand to make our vehicles as fast as they can be, but retaining their luxury attributes. And the Xb7 does it perfectly. The X7 in general is known to be our full-size SUV capable of carrying up to 7 people. And it's extremely comfortable. And of course, we have the X7 M60 with a twin-turbo V8 pushing over 530 horsepower and limited to 165 miles per hour. But being the M60, the suspension is tuned to be more sporty and driver-focused. And that's where Alpina comes in. With over 600 horsepower in the same V8, a limited top speed of 190 miles per hour, while retaining the super comfortable air suspension that the X7 in general is known for. The X7 as a whole looks beautiful. It looks like the ultimate driving machine, and Alpina did brilliant when they were designing the Xb7. These bottom inserts right here are all Alpina bespoke moldings. From the lower bumper design with all functional aero, all of this aero right here is completely functional. It guides air through the vehicle to help with real downforce and air cooling. It also has slight M Sport designs and our luxury design mixed together. So it doesn't look like a base X7 or an X7 M60. It looks like the two merged together, making the Alpina Xb7 its own design, so it doesn't look like one or the other. Of course, the headlights themselves, these daytime running lights, this is real Swarovski crystal. And it shines brilliantly at night and even during the day too. And when you lock and unlock the car, it does a little dance to prove to you that it really is made of crystal. Again, the wheels are a really big factor of this car. These are 23-inch wheels. And these tires, these Pirelli P0s, are capable of over 190 miles per hour, which is why this vehicle can get to that speed, making it one of the fastest SUVs in the world. And these brake calipers, these are huge because, well, a 190 mile per hour SUV that weighs well over 6,000 pounds needs really good brakes. And they're designed with cooling in mind, with air ducts behind them to keep them cool at high speeds. Moving further down the car, you can see even though it's Alpina and Alpina is more of a luxury brand, we still have black window trim, black roof rails, and black side skirts. It ties into these nice gray wheel designs. And it reminds you that even though it is an Alpina, it's still extremely sporty. And then coming to the rear, we have the 3-dimensional taillights. Like on any Alpina, we have the circular exhaust system, the oval style exhaust, being a quad exhaust system, 2 on both sides, just like an M car, only these are Alpina specific, finished in high gloss chrome. As well as on the top, we have the Xb7 badging. The strip in the back, instead of being dark, is chrome. And of course, it says Alpina on the left side of the car. But the Alpina isn't just about looks on the outside, it's about comfort on the inside. It's about being in a car that you know is worth its price. And Alpina did a brilliant job with this. And the only way to show it is by starting in the rear, not the front. And when I'm talking about the rear, I mean the rear. We're in the 3rd row in the Xb7. And I'm 5'11", and I can sit back here fairly well. I have a bunch of legroom, a bunch of knee room. Headroom is great too. It's really nice to be in the back of the Xb7, not just because of the seating position, which is really comfortable, but also because I have my own climate controls. I have my own heated seats. I have my own windows. My own Bowers & Wilkins Diamond surround sound speakers are back here. And I'm in a comfortable position. This isn't uncomfortable to be in. You can do long distance journeys in the 3rd row of the Xb7, and that is why BMW made the X7 overall. Of course, these seats in front of me, the captain's chairs, are the real party trick of the X7. These seats can recline to almost 45 degrees while still keeping the 3rd row comfortable. This version of the seat is optional in the X7 because if you want, you can make it a 7-seater instead of a 6-seater with a bench across. But just like the 3rd row, I have my own climate controls. I have my own heated seats. And I even have my own Bowers & Wilkins Diamond surround sound system with speakers overhead. And on top of that, let's not forget about the LED Sky Lounge. The full glass roof lights up at night with a pattern in it. So not only is the driver being entertained by driving this car, but also they're being entertained from the passenger's standpoint when you look up and see a beautiful design in the glass. With the Xb7, it isn't just about comfort. It's also about a driver experience, because that's what BMW is made for, the ultimate driving machine. And it's no exception here in the Xb7. You have a beautiful sports steering wheel finished in fine Nappa leather, and it's really, really soft. It's really nice to touch. You also have the Alpina colored stitching, green on the bottom, blue on the top. We also have iDrive 8.5, our newest operating system that is super easy to use. It's very quick and responsive. And the best part about that is it doesn't make it any more difficult to use the climate control, even if the buttons are missing. Down here, we have real open pore wood that is bespoke to this specific Xb7. Not Xb7s across the board, but this specific Xb7. If we go in another Xb7 with this same wood trim, the grain will be slightly different because it's real wood. And of course, the Alpina Xb7 logo is printed into the cup holder covers and on the dashboard right here. Also special with the Xb7 is this center console. Unlike in our new X7s, the gear shifter is still present. We also have Alpina blue lighting for the start-stop engine switch, as well as the gear shifter, and we have the Alpina logo emblazoned in the iDrive controller. On top of that, you might notice something is missing from this car. Right here, there's a button missing. There is no Eco Pro function for the Xb7, because Alpina is focused on comfort, not efficiency. And with the comfort button comes even greater levels of comfort when you press it, because when you do, you'll see right here. Comfort Plus. This is an extra comfortable setting designed to make the car more floaty and comfortable when you're in the car. No matter what you do, it's going to iron out those bumps, even on those 23-inch wheels. It makes it that much more of an experience. Like I said, this vehicle is capable of over 200 miles per hour. This is the only X7 that we make with a speedometer that indicates 210. And even though it is electronically limited to 190, that's plenty of fast for a car this big. And as said before, because of that, how are we able to get to 190 miles per hour? With the new twin-turbo V8, the S68, pushing over 600 horsepower. There's no hybrid assist, just you and the engine. And it makes an exhaust note that is unforgettable. The engine in the Alpina Xb7 is provided by BMW M. This is the S68, the twin-turbocharged 4.4-liter V8, tuned by Alpina for over 600 horsepower. You can see the Alpina logo is emblazoned right here. And this engine compartment is beautiful because it just shows what kind of power lurks beneath this car. With that being said, for an exclusive car at BMW Carlsbad, we make it an exclusive experience. And with over 30 on the way, ready for inventory, there's no other experience to have it than at BMW of Carlsbad.